Hey Sag, happy September. Welcome to Virgo season. I know, all the fire signs are like, myself included. So let's see what's happening for Sagittarius in the month of September 2019. Deep breath, Sag. And this is for anyone with a Sag sun, moon, or rising. Message for Sagittarius in the month of September 2019. Sagittarius, September 2019. Deep breaths, guys, deep breaths. Ooh. There we go. Ooh. The devil. Aha, 10th house. Your 10th house is being lit up this month with all the signs because your 10th house is Virgo. So, of all the fire signs, I think you guys are, I want to use the word coping. I don't know, maybe you guys aren't coping because I think you guys are pretty okay. Things going from the 9th house, which is your natural house, into the 10th house, which you also love because it's your career. So you guys are excited because something in your career, maybe it's not starting. I was going to say something in your career is about to start, but Page of Swords in reverse means that there's something that's not being shown or spoken. Maybe you want to start a new career, but you feel like you can't for some reason. Let's see. Deep breaths. Man, you and Scorpio are tight-lipped today. Sagittarius. Oh, here we go. I'll take these. Okay. You have the Queen of Wands in reverse. You have the Hanged Man, so something's stagnant. But you do have the Wheel of Fortune, so something is going to change soon. And the Nine of Swords. So whatever you're feeling anxious about is going to dissipate. So that's good. But why is it stagnant? Well, you know, Virgo season, not Virgo season, but specifically this September is, the universe is asking everyone to look at your reality for what it is. So maybe this hangman here is you guys, the Tower in reverse. Okay, we'll talk about it. So yeah, the hangman is you guys waiting to make a decision on something. You guys have so many major arcana cards here. Yeah, and especially with the Tower in reverse coming out, it's like you guys are stagnant in something. You want to leave something, you want to end something, but either you or something external of you is not letting you. Ooh, bottom of the deck though, you got the Fountain. It's kind of like, in this deck, it's like the Star part 2. That's how I see it. But it can also, I would also see it as maybe like another karma card. Not necessarily justice, but it's, you see that infinity symbol? What goes around comes around, right? So, let's take a look. You have so many major arcana. So in the heart of your reading, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Something needs to change. Or, not necessarily needs to, but the universe is going to come in and change it for you this month. So it's kind of like you don't have a choice but to accept this change. So, I think for a lot of you, it is a career change. Just because everything is in your 10th house, and the first card that flew out was the Devil. It is known as a Capricorn card, but it's also, Capricorn is the 10th house, right? So I'm seeing this as the 10th house for you guys. So it's an idea that maybe hasn't gotten off the ground yet, or it's something that you're not really passionate about, and you don't really know whether or not to move forward because you're trying to decide between what you're supposed to do and what you want to do. This is really interesting because you have the High Priestess here upright. So it's like you guys already intuitively know what decision you want to make. But I think this stalling is kind of like a the universe is interfering somehow, and this is giving you the opportunity to really think about what it is you really want. It's asking you, like, the tides are changing. Is this what you really want? Because once you commit, it's locked in, right? And so you're questioning whether or not this change will make you happy or not, whether it's going to bring you joy, whether it's something that really feeds your soul. And I think for, the 2 fire cards in here in your spread are both reversed. So it's either your new job or your old job that doesn't make you feel this way anymore. But I'm sensing that this is your old job. And I think the stalling, the waiting, makes you feel a little hopeless, like it's not going to happen, like you're going to be stuck in this career path forever. And so the last card, you have the Sun in reverse because you don't really see the light at the end of the tunnel, if you will. And so it's making you guys feel a little anxious, a little depressed, because you're just like, why is this taking so long? I just want this change to happen. I just want it to happen now. But the universe is saying, have patience. I hate it when readers tell me to have patience because I'm an Aries, but I'm not saying it, the cards are. The universe is saying to have patience. The change will come, and you will see brighter days. But there is some kind of divine intervention here. There's some kind of detour that the universe wants you to take right now. Doesn't mean this won't happen, but it's just saying that it might not happen right now because there's something else that you need to do first. So it could be as simple as you can't feel happy until you leave this job. You can't start a new job until you leave this one. You can't execute the ideas that you want because your space is being filled up by something that you are not passionate about. So I think it is more, this is a general reading, but for most of you, I think it is going to be you needing to cut out something. Sorry if you can hear the sirens. You need to cut something out, but you haven't done it. The Page of Swords in reverse and the Tower in reverse. So once you cut this out of your life, it could be a toxic person as well. I know that has nothing to do with your career, but if your energy is being drained by an external source, say a person, then of course you're not going to feel like your whole self, and you're not going to feel good. And if you don't feel good, you're not going to attract the job that you want, or the career that you want, or the projects that you want to start, right? So something needs to be cut out first, and then the blessings will come in. But you're not seeing that because you're only focused on where you know you're going, which is very admirable. But there are some, something needs to go. But it's looking good because you have the Fountain. But I will say underneath that, you have the King of Swords in reverse. So just make sure you're not avoiding this, right? You really are going to have to cut something out, something that's unhealthy, something that's toxic. And you have to free up your energy for the universe to deliver this change that you want. Because you don't want this change to come and then you're still carrying whatever this burden is. Because you can't have this new blessing and the burden at the same time. It's going to be too heavy, and then you're eventually going to drop one of them. But you don't want to drop the burden when it becomes so catastrophic and like last minute, where now you can't enjoy the new thing that's coming in. So whatever, I know it's very vague, but like it's very it varies from person to person, because some of you it is as simple as a job, but some of you it could be like a marriage, let's say, because the devil also talks about restrictions and limitations and contracts. So if you're in a marriage that you are not happy in, then of course you're not going to attract a good job, because your energy is being drained and you don't have good energy to put out. Therefore, the good energy isn't being poured back into you. So whatever it is that you need to cut out, you need to cut out. You have to have this Tower moment happen. But you already knew that because it's right next to the High Priestess. You already know. You know what you need to do. But you just have to do it. And that's the thing. It's like Leo season was great. It was great. And now it's so serious and so super duper down to earth that we all are being asked to really take responsibility for our reality. It's not something that you can take at face value. It's not something that you can compromise or push aside anymore. This is directly affecting you, your life, and how you move forward. And especially with all the things in your 10th house, you want to take advantage of this jump because you guys love being able to take charge of your career. You guys are hard workers. You love your money. You love being the boss. So be the boss in a different context. Be the boss emotionally. Maybe you do need to break up with someone. Be the boss when you turn in your 2 weeks. Like, I know my value. I know my worth. I don't see myself here anymore. So boss up. That's not hard for you guys to do, right? But it's just that uncomfortable, like, oh, I don't want to cause the tower moment, but I know I'm going to have to cause the tower moment. All right, Sag. If you guys want a personal reading, I'll put the link in the description below. Follow me on Instagram because I do free daily tarot readings, and I will see you guys in October. Bye.